Astro Ninja just doesn't exist. Out in space. Destroyed by Kamijino.
Oh, the horror.
And
Oh.
now that's a rare glitch that can happen. It's very entertaining.
Kid Cobra.
Kid Cobra's high.
Sorry, that was like instinct.
Yes.
I rarely see him on the arenas anymore. No one plays him.
So yeah, we've got Bite and Bark facing off against Burchuck, Popper, Kid Cobra. This is definitely not going to be an easy matchup for Foxy. But that Parasol, I feel like it's actually going to be pretty important if he can line it up to punch down the Popper and deflect that Burchuck. It basically it has the opportunity to open things up for the Roaster, or vice versa, of course. But it's going to be most, like, if he can set things up right, that Parasol will be very useful in guarding him and allowing him chances to hit Glyph as he's bouncing all over the place.
Indeed. Kind of acts like a shield, honestly, especially for the Popper. That's going to be doing a lot of poking. Because it is that arm, along with the Cracker arm, and oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah,
that rush confirmed.
That's Popper Rush with Burchuck.
Insane pokes from Glyph as well. But as I was saying, Popper and the other arm, Cracker, those two arms are the excessive pokers in this game. Honestly, they are like the best in this game to be the most effective pokers. Obviously, Popper is the better one, but both of them are like the top tier for being poker arms, honestly.
They really are. They're both so good at it. It's so annoying to try to play around them. Like,
and with Foxy, with his Parasol.
They're so effective that you can equip the arm that's supposed to hard counter them, and you still won't be able to counter them. Foxy currently holding onto a very light lead. Another charge Popper catches Glyph's landing. A very important 110 damage, just deepening every point of damage that Foxy can get is essential to keep himself in this fight. Another 100
he's
damage.
Playing very defensive right now. I believe there is...
Ooh!
oh, actually, no! Oh my goodness! Wow, that was insane. I'm loving this Bite and Bark gameplay right now. Like, this is absolutely insane. I am loving this. I'm such a huge fan of WaterFoxy's gameplay.
I always love watching Bite and Bark. He's such a good character. He's so entertaining. He's so silly.
I agree.
Bark doing his best to try to support his master, but gets outboxed by Glyph, who is cheating by having 2 arms.
Oh, he's cheating. We need to disqualify him from the tournament, SMH.
At 25% health, Foxy will go down to a rush if Glyph sees an opportunity. He's got it ready. 330 damage in. Foxy has to keep Glyph away, and that is not going to be easily done when there is a giant Burchuck to wall out the Roaster. That's set 1 going to Glyph.
Yeah, I can tell WaterFoxy is playing extremely defensive right now. I mean, it's Kid Cobra. You gotta defend as much as you can. Especially with a character like Bite and Bark, with hardly any movement compared to Cobra. You gotta make sure you play your cards right, or else you will die.
Yeah, it's very much a situation where the arms choice is very, very important to be able to make things work out. If you don't go in with the right arms, you're going to have a bad time.
Indeed.
Alright, looks like I've just got to open up the other stages here. I think it's all this. Jeez, there's so many stage. Oh, this one too. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Yeah. There's so many legal stages now. Hey!
You love to see it. Ooh!
It's Robin
Ribbon
Ring!
Oh, excuse me, my bad. Robin Ring. You're so right. First time I believe we've seen this stage in this tournament. I believe so. I don't remember.
It's a pretty interesting one. It's nice and well-rounded in its spaciousness as a square environment. Like, right now, it's beautiful. It's a nice, clean square that offers a lot of room for movement. But after a few moments, we start to get these blocks which can obscure vision and also open up new platforms, so you have a lot more avenues and ways to move about the stage. Kind of creates a little maze, which is really fun. Nice movement and block from Foxy. He can survive that, but he's not going to be able to punch that attack down. Wise move setup from Glyph allows him to be able to get that damage. Foxy at 25% health. Glyph just below 75. There is a huge health discrepancy here. But Foxy needs to be able to press the advantage he has with that rush. But you just can't, you can see that he does not have the confidence to try to handle the situation.
Yeah, he is struggling to find an opening against Glyph, especially with the popper poking him excessively. Yeah, there was hardly any opening that he could find against Glyph. But both of them have their rush, so maybe Foxy will be able to gain an advantage if he pops his rush and lands it.
That's only if he can do it to stop, but when he is getting poppered into rush, Glyph knows that Foxy was probably holding out on the rush to try to punish Glyph, but that's really easy to deny if you just land a charge popper and then you follow up, because now he's in hit stun, he can't do anything to respond.
And also with Glyph heavily pressuring with the popper there, and also being a little bit sneaky. I see what he's doing with the bird chuck there, being very sneaky, trying to evade the parasol there.
Foxy's got another rush. He needs to hold on to this one. It's very important he uses that for the next round. He might use it just to ensure he gets this point, but if he does that, he's very likely not getting the next round. Manages to secure a 1-2 punch to survive and close out this round, which means he's got a chance to claim a set point against Glyph. What's Glyph gonna bring out? He's gonna bring out the Guardian. Away goes the Burchuck. Now Glyph has the stronger rush, but it doesn't matter as Foxy opens with a hefty amount of damage and sets himself up in the lead.
My goodness, and also that Guardian arm, if Foxy makes one wrong move, that arm is very deadly. As you can clearly see there with that rush damage. Oh my goodness gracious. That Guardian arm is... Ooh, like if you play your cards right with that arm, it can be very, very deadly. Honestly, not as deadly as the clapback, but still deadly nonetheless, especially on Cobra.
Yeah, it struggles a lot. It's very fun to use, and Glyph definitely uses it because he has more fun with it, but it is definitely worse for wear than the clapback because it's harder to get the cancels, the resets, and there's a lot more situations where you just kind of have to let it move forward and your opponent can block it. That said, that doesn't stop it from just being really strong when used right, and that is going to be a very, very pleasant win for Glyph, who is now 2-0 against Foxy. As we head into...
Will Foxy make the comeback?
Biadosh.
The sweet streets.
The sweet streets.
I want sweets now. Every time I look at those, I want them. I need them.
This is such a violent stage. It is definitely the most aggressive stage on the map. You can see that both ends are actually low ground. The high ground is this middle platform, which means whoever is advantaged, typically, has the high ground, because you want to push your opponent into the corner that they started in, because now they're smaller than you, and you get to just bully them down. On top of that, it's a very narrow hallway. It's very hard to find and make room for yourself to be able to move, as Glyph is demonstrating by completely locking Foxy down and securing it perfect.
Wow, just as you were saying with locking your opponent in that corner, those corners are deadly. A lot of people really underestimate those corners. I've seen so many players underestimate the size of those corners. Like, you really can't do much there if you're stuck there. You just gotta make sure that you are either in the middle or not in the corner. Not in the corner.
Pretty much. It especially does not help when your opponent has something like Kid Cobra Girth, equipped with something like the Guardian and a Burchuck, which covers the entire screen.
Foxy's playing very defensively right now, as you can clearly see. It seems like he is using the Scully, actually, to evade the hits from the Guardian, or even to go over it, but ooh, he is in that corner again. One more hit and it's over for Foxy, or possibly Glyph.
He only needs a couple more hits to be able to take Glyph out. Try to take out the shield. He's just gonna go for the rush setup. He manages to get 35 damage. That's not enough to kill. But the Scully can kill if it just gets one more hit. The poison isn't doing anything. Both are on Magic Pixel. It's anybody's game now, and it's gonna be Glyph's.
Ooh, that Burchuck really slithered its way to Foxy, giving Glyph the grand total of winning this match.